All right, I've got 4:30, so we will go ahead and call the meeting to order. Dr. Hoare, I'll allow you some time to get ready, and then we'll have a moment of silence. Just advise when you're ready.
Okay, I am ready.
Would everyone rise for the moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Recorder, would you call the roll?
Chairman Floyd.
Present.
Vice Chair Harrison.
Present.
Deborah Thomas.
Present.
Jeremy Burnett. Michelle Childs.
Present.
Superintendent Horrell.
Present.
We do have a quorum. Mr. Superintendent, would you like to lead us through our agenda?
I will. This is a special call meeting. We only have 2 items on the agenda, and they were both things that were timely, thus the special call meeting. And the first agenda item is discussion action on approval of nominee for TSBA Volunteer of the Year Award.
Is there a motion to get this item on the floor?
I'll move.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Ms. Thomas, would you like to speak to this item?
Yes, so every fall, our TSBA, that stands for Tennessee School Boards Association, they are our connections in Nashville to make sure we're apprised of legislation. They're a really good organization, and one of the things that they do each fall meeting is they honor a school volunteer with a special volunteer recognition award. And when we went to Germantown for the district meeting in the fall, and I saw that award, I looked it up to see how we could nominate someone from Lakeland for that award. And I looked at the web page and looked at all of the stipulations and kind of the descriptions of what this volunteer should entail. And a couple of the bullet points were that the person has exhibited exemplary leadership, creativity, cooperation, and hard work in their service to a school, has sustained commitment to meeting different school district needs, has helped with a special project or ongoing activities, and whose volunteer service has been a hallmark of participation in our school. And immediately, Stacy Cartwright's name came to mind. And so I wanted to nominate her for the Tennessee School Boards Association Volunteer Recognition Award. And if we agree to submit her name, we had to have a meeting in which we voted. So that was one of the reasons why we were meeting today.
Very good. Would anybody else like to comment or discuss this item?
Raise my hand. I don't know if you
saw this.
Okay, so I've worked with Stacy on numerous volunteer things. She is, I guess I would say, a staple to every program that I think my child has been involved in, and even ones that my children aren't involved in at the school. There's not a time she doesn't raise her hand, and even if it doesn't benefit her child, if it benefits the school, she's always there wanting to help and to do something just to help out and make the school a better place, or, assist, or as an example for last year, I don't know if y'all are aware, but she was the one that came up with the idea for the TCAP treats that actually had the encouraging notes for the students every day as they went into their TCAP, just to give a kindness and a word of encouragement. There's so many things like that, so many examples like that, where she has been an amazing asset to the children in our school system. So I completely 150% support this nomination.
Very good. Ms. Childs.
I volunteered several times at the Friday Fun Day concessions that were, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, a fundraiser for Mr. Adler to be able to use it towards different things at LMPS. And I don't even know how many hours a week she volunteers, or total throughout the school year.
We may have lost Ms. Childs. We'll wait for Ms. Childs to come back. Would anyone else? Dr. Horrell, do you have any comments?
I do. I agree with everything everyone said. She is somebody I obviously am in and out of the school all the time, and she may be there, probably there more than I am, because she's not in and out. She seems to go in and then never go out over the course of the day. I'll tell you, in addition to all the great volunteer work she does, because she seems to always be in one of the two concession stands. Y'all may not know this. I actually asked her if she would help consult on the concession stand design for the new high school. So she had a meeting with me and was able to kind of pull together consensus of comments that she and other volunteers had experienced, and gave us some really thoughtful, helpful notes that we hope are going to make our myriad new concession stands that much better at the high school. So I don't have a vote, but I absolutely endorse this nomination and think it's a wonderful, wonderful idea by Ms. Thomas and by this board to put her forward for it.
Very good. Well, it looks like Ms. Childs is back. I think, Ms. Childs, would you like to go ahead and finish your statement?
Yeah, sorry, I guess the internet wasn't as good in that room. I was just saying that she volunteers an immense amount, and not only when she's at the school, but I know that there's lots of prep involved with a lot of the volunteer work she does, like going to Sam's and buying all the treats and things like that. So I just want to throw out there that, I mean, with my interaction, it seems like she works extremely hard and a huge amount of hours that make a big impact on our schools.
Very good. Thank you for those comments. And I certainly agree. She's very, she's a huge asset to our school system and certainly worth the nomination. So I'm glad to support that nomination as well. Is there any other discussion on this item? Hearing none. Madam Recorder, can we have a roll call vote on approving the nomination, please?
Chairman Floyd?
Yes.
Vice Chair Harrison?
Yes.
Deborah Thomas?
Yes.
Michelle Childs? Yes. Okay.
The motion passes, and we may have said this earlier, but Mr. Burnett had a scheduling conflict and couldn't join us today. But I would like for the record to reflect that. We do have a quorum, and of those present, it was a unanimous vote. Dr. Horrell, next item, please.
Next item is discussion action on FY 19-20 budget amendment.
Is there a motion to get this item on the floor?
I'll move.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
You can't second. You motioned.
I'll second.
We have a second for Ms. Harrison. All right, Dr. Horrell, would you like to speak to this item?
I would, yeah. This one's a matter of timing, actually. We have in the budget that the board just approved an amount of money to purchase a grade level's worth of Chromebooks for LMPS, or what it will soon be LPS, Lakeland Preparatory School, for next year. Essentially, we're starting to hear, obviously, there's a high demand for at-home devices now, including Chromebooks. And essentially, we just like to get in the front of the line and not wait until July, because we can't expend those funds until July because they're 2021 funds. So what we're doing is we're making a transfer from funds that will not be needed in transportation for this year, and we're transferring them into other contracted services at the central office, so we could go ahead and make this order immediately.
Very good. Any discussion on this item?
Is this, so we're going to purchase, I guess, approximately 200 or whatever the current grade equivalent is, or grade band equivalent is at Lakeland Prep, right? Is that correct?
Yes, this is what we're doing now. We initially leased the entire school's worth of Chromebooks, and what we're going to do is kind of do like a refreshing of the Chromebooks every year with a certain amount of money. So presumably the fifth grader, the plan is that the fifth graders would come in and get new Chromebooks, and that would be the 5th grade Chromebooks that would move up with that class. And then this also gives us basically a lot of loaner Chromebooks that we didn't have before, if the ones that are in existence, kind of are able to keep working, which they should be able to.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering, is did this include like a spare or some kind of factor of, I know things break and whatever. I mean, it's electronics, everything breaks.
Yes.
So this gives us a spare factor too, where we can be able to have devices for those children if they stop charging, or if, whatever stops working, we can have something immediately
Absolutely
there for them to. Okay.
Yep, that's
Okay.
part of the plan. Yep, good question. And that's really all I had. It was very simple. It's just a matter of kind of not having to wait to put in the order.
Any other comments or discussion? Hearing none. And just to be clear, this is an amendment to the 1920 budget, correct?
That's right. And this change does not require it to go back before the Board of Commissioners because it's not changing the overall budget. It's an internal move, so the school board can approve that.
Very good. Any other discussion on this item? Hearing none. Madam Recorder, will you please call the roll vote?
Chairman Floyd?
Yes.
Vice Chair Harrison?
Yes.
Deborah Thomas?
Yes.
Michelle Childs?
Yes.
The motion passes unanimously among those present. Dr. Horrell, are there any other items that need to come before the board?
There are not. It's a special call meeting, and those were the only 2 items.
Hearing no other business, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll move.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. We are adjourned.
Thank you.